Hey everyone, that's STEM Guy here. No matter where your classroom is located around the world, I hope you are having a great day. We are back with another STEM product review, and I'm super excited about this one. Today we're going to be looking at the Aftershock Earthquake Lab, and you can see that I already have it out of the box and put together in front of me. If you are planning to run a unit on earthquakes or structural design with your students, your after-school program, your homeschool, or even your own child, is this product right for you? Let's dive into the review and find out. Okay, so immediately when I got this out of the box, I will be honest, I thought I was returning it. I thought that I got a dud, that it didn't work. I was kind of disappointed with the durability of the product, and I thought it was getting returned. But after I fully read the instruction book and figured out how to actually run the Quake simulator, it became a little bit more fun. So this is something that's definitely not out of the box easy to use. It definitely has a little bit of a learning curve. So if you plan on using this with your students or your child, you really need to kind of give them a lot of hand holding to start and not really just, hey, here you go, open it up and play with it, because they're probably going to make some of the same mistakes that I made early on. So when you get the product out of the box, you get this earthquake table, and the plastic here, the build tray, I'll call it, comes off. So this is the build tray. It comes off of the kit, and you also get the actual simulator. And it requires 3 AA batteries, so make sure you have batteries on hand. And a lot of the, I guess you could say, mechanisms, they require a sticker. So you have to actually go through the instruction manual, which I'll get to in a second, and figure out where the stickers go, so that you actually know the magnitude of the earthquake that you're running through the simulator, and also which way the teeth go, which was my mistake early on when I opened up this product and I thought it didn't work. So you got the simulator component. You also have the build tray. What I like about the build tray is it is just it's kind of like plexiglass. It's just a piece of clear plastic. Definitely something that seems very cleanable and durable. And I'll get to this later in the review. I have a lot of ideas of building with other materials to simulate earthquakes, and I think this tray is really good because I think that the kids can kind of stick Play-Doh or stuff to it and it'll come clean fairly easily. But once you get the tray, there are these 4 little clips. They're yellow clips, and I don't know if you can see them on the video. But there are these 4 little yellow clips that hold this base plate in place. And once I run the simulation, I'll show you this base plate. And then you build with these little blue connectors. And they fit together either as a loose version, or they can lock together and make them more sturdy. So early on, kind of in your lessons, you might not want to tell your students about the locking mechanism and kind of let them figure that out on their own, because without the lock, just standing here and me kind of giving it a little shake with my hand, I mean, it's barely on there. But once you lock it in there, I mean, it's there. I mean, that's not coming off. So it's kind of cool that students can kind of experiment with that building technique of, trying to see what's more stable. So the kids build with these. There's also these floor plates, and it's like a thick cardboard. The floor plates are the most durable part, I think, of all the little cardboard pieces that come with it. I don't foresee too much damage happening to these floor plates. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is the corners are kind of thin, so I can see just over normal use some wear and tear, that kind of thinning out, and the holes popping up, which would kind of render the floor plate useless. But the floor plate is just a simple square. It's got 9 little holes in it for the connectors to fit through, no matter kind of how your child wants to build or your students want to build the structure. I built mine as simple cubes, which I'll show you for this video. But you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get about 9 floor plates, which I think is a lot. I mean, this is 3 stories tall, so we have 9 floor plates. We can get this thing pretty tall and really kind of run those simulations through. The other thing you get in the box are the walls, and these are cheap. These are not great. The cardboard for the walls is really flimsy. They come as just a flat piece, and you punch out the holes in between with the pieces you don't need to create windows and things like that. And then you have to fold them, but I would recommend, if you're getting this product, to pre-fold the joints before punching out the little sections, because when some of the sections are punched out, it's really hard to fold it accurately. And then it just kind of fits together. They just kind of push in, and it kind of slots in and fits together like you're putting a box together. So these are not super durable. I'm not super thrilled about the walls, but I have 3 walls on here just to run the test to show you kind of how the product works. What else you get in the box is the Aftershock manual. It's really good. I'm a big fan of the manual. There's a lot of really great information in here about earthquakes, about the different types of waves, from P waves and S waves and surface waves. It talks to the students or your children and tells them about how certain buildings use counterweights to help stabilize a structure. It has a lot of different kind of extension activities that you can run by building a base on straws to kind of absorb some of the shock. So it's a pretty cool book. The book is, I would say, the book is really, really, really high quality. And I think you can probably get a couple lessons out of just a unit on using this product. I plan to just kind of do like a 1-week thing with my 2nd and 3rd graders on an earthquake unit, but looking it over more, it might be something that I want to stretch to 2 or 3 weeks, just because to get kind of the full experience with the product and the learning curve, like I mentioned earlier. So let's fire it up. Let's see what happens here. So it requires 3 AA batteries. Make sure you have them on hold. There's a little dial down here that we turn to adjust the magnitude. I'm going to put it at about I don't know, maybe an 8. And then you press this green button to start the engine. And the engine is really loud. You then have these yellow pieces that represent the different waves. And there are 6 different wavelets that you can get. And then you have 3 different teeth that the waves clip onto. Now, when I got this out of the box, why I thought I was returning it was because I had the teeth on the bottom, and there's little holes here for the waves to click in. And I put it in this way, and they fit this way. It was very strange. I don't know why it was set up this way or whatever, but they fit, and I was trying to run it through with the teeth on the bottom, and it was not working. It was not going through. I had to kind of shove it through with my hand. I had to pull it through from the other side, and I'm like, no, this is not going to get put out for my students. This is just not happening. But then I open another one, and I'm like, same thing happened. And I'm like, there's no way that I got 2 duds out of the 5 we ordered. So I took a look at the instruction book again. I realized that you have to put the wave on sideways. I don't know why there's a spot for you to put it on the bottom, but there is, and I don't know why. But you have to put the wave on sideways, and then it will mechanically go through. So the teeth face the front of this structure. So another cool thing about this is that the green parts here, the teeth that kind of like the track that the waves go on, they can lock together. So you can actually make a wave that is almost 3 feet long, which is super cool. I don't really have a lot of space on the countertop I'm recording at right now, but in my lab tables, I'll be able to run through an actual SP and surface wave for the students, so they can kind of get the full effect of the earthquake. So that's really cool that these kind of clip together, and you can get a longer duration to see how your structure maintains after all these different waves. But for the video, I'm just going to show you just kind of one wave running through. So we'll kind of go with a not a super strong one. The little at the top of the teeth, there's a little tab. That is what goes in first, and it'll lock in, and you won't be able to push it in anymore. So once you get the motor started, you just press this green button, and our earthquake is going to happen. So let's see how my building holds up. So far, so good. We got some shakes, but we're holding strong. We're holding strong. All right, there we go. We got it. And then you just press the green button to stop the motor, and you pull your track out, and you can kind of go again. So I'll run it through with a double. So same wavelength that we just ran through, but then something definitely more intense. Let's see if we have enough space on the countertop here to get this in. Got to move Tux's treats out of the way. Let me get them out of there. And okay, here we go. We should have enough space now to run this through. And let's crank that magnitude up to 10 and see if we can knock this building down. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. So once we've cranked up that magnitude already, just running through with the same wavelength that we were earlier, it took down our structure. We can see that now we're getting into the more intense quake, different reaction on the structure. It's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this. I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of it. So it's time now to check out the scoring for this product. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, I score based on 3 criteria: versatility, durability, and fun factor. For versatility, this product, I think it's pretty versatile. Obviously, you're only using it to run earthquake units and earthquake simulations. But I think that with this plate being as kind of versatile, for lack of a better word, as it is, I think that you can build a lot on top of this. Whether you want to use like marshmallows and toothpicks, or Play-Doh and popsicle sticks, or popsicle sticks and tape, or whatever, I think you can pretty much use this for whatever you want, and you can probably get it pretty clean. You can honestly probably even throw this in the dishwasher if it got kind of too messy. So because of that, the versatility for me on this product is going to be a 6. I think a 6 is a pretty good number for something that is kind of standard as just an earthquake simulator. But the fact that you can kind of experiment with what type of materials you want to build on it and run through the actual faceplate, I think bumps that score up. So I'm going to give it a 6 for versatility. Next up, we have durability. Now, it's tough. It's tough for me to do this. So the base plate, I love. The actual simulator machine, I like it. I like it a lot. I feel like it's really good. If this was the whole product I bought, I probably would have a higher durability score. But when it came with all these other pieces, it kind of makes me want to lower that score a little bit. So the tracks seem pretty durable. The waves seem pretty durable. So far, so good. My problem comes with the cardboard pieces. So, like I said earlier in the review, the floors, they're pretty good. I don't see a lot of things happening to these floors. I mean, I was worried about the corners, but even just me now just kind of pushing on them and stuff, it's going to take a deliberate action to kind of mess these up. The walls are junk. Straight up, the walls are not good. They're too flimsy. The walls are not good quality. So it's that kind of hurts it. The blue pieces you build with, I really like. And I told you earlier in the video that I was going to talk about this base plate, so let's talk about it now. So the blue pieces kind of can fit in the base plate, and then the base plate can anchor onto the tray with the yellow clips. The base plate is perhaps I think it's cheaper than the walls. I don't know why with the base plate that the Smart Lab company that makes this product, I don't know why they didn't use the same kind of material as the floor plates, which, there's no give to that. Whereas this is, look at that. This is not great. I've already put dents in it, just clipping it on for the first time. So I don't think this is making it through the week. So as far as the base plate goes, I really don't know. I really don't know about it. So overall, durability score for me, just because we got a really flimsy base plate, the walls are just not so great, I'm going to give it a 5. The actual simulator, I love. It's great. This thing is great. But some of the pieces that came with it just left a little bit to be desired. I mean, would it kill us to make the base plate like the same kind of durability as the floors? I don't know what the thinking was there. And then just these walls, just get them out of here. They're not great. Final category is fun factor. It's fun. I'm giving it a 9. I loved it. I had fun playing with this thing. It's really, really, really cool. And I think my students are going to really, 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 really enjoy it. I think they're going to have a ton of fun with it. I like that the waves, you can kind of clip different ones on and experience different effects, and they can kind of experiment that way. I think it's super cool. So I think as an earthquake simulator, I think this is a really good product. Again, my score would probably be higher if I didn't have all these building components. If you just gave me this like earthquake table and the pad and the waves and told me like, hey, dude, figure it out, like build with some random stuff, I'd be like perfectly happy and the score would probably be higher. But because we have kind of these materials that came with it that leave a lot to be desired, my overall score is going to be a little bit lower. But the fun factor score for me is a 9. This is super fun. I had a blast running the earthquakes. I had a blast trying to make my buildings fall down and mess with the magnitude and kind of see what they can withstand. So I think that your students will definitely get a kick out of this product and learn a lot about earthquakes and the different waves and magnitudes of them. So there you have it. Our final score for the Smart Labs Aftershock Earthquake Lab is a 6.67. I definitely think this is a fun product. I think that your students will really, really like it. I think that your children, if you're a homeschool parent or at an aftercare center, I think they will really, really, really like it as well. I think the age range on this thing too is pretty broad. I plan to use it with 2nd and 3rd graders, but I don't see why 4th, 5th, even 6th, 7th graders, 8th graders wouldn't have fun running these simulations on this pad. So I think it's definitely, for me, if you are running a unit on earthquakes, I think it's a buy. If you are interested in getting this product for your classroom, I will put the link in the video description below. We got it off Amazon. I think it retailed, just under $30. So it's not too much money for the amount of fun that I think that your students will have with it. So overall, again, I think this product is a buy. I'm really looking forward to using it in the lab. I'm not so sure again about using some of the building components that came with it. I may just let the kids wild out and use some popsicle sticks and Play-Doh and toothpicks and marshmallows and straws and tape and glue and figure it out from there. But the actual simulator for me is super cool, and I think this is a good product to add to your STEM lab or your homeschool program or your after school program as well. So there you have it, the Aftershock Earthquake Kit. Again, the link will be in the video description below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel, and I plan to bring you a lot more fun STEM product reviews. I got a lot of stuff planned, and I can't wait to show you. So I will see you next time. Have a good one.